What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Real Talk, the #1 real estate podcast in New Jersey. Tom was supposed to do the intro this time, but he wouldn't do it, so I had to do it as usual. But we are back again with the whole crew as usual. What's going on, guys?
What's good? What's
going on?
poppin'?
So we have a lot of topics this week. Hopefully we can get through all of them. The first thing I have here, though, Ashley, is something you wanted to talk about. So do you want
I'm
to
not prepared.
do you want to talk about it? Do you remember what it
What
was?
do you mean you're not prepared? What happened?
I literally forgot. I'm so sorry.
Oh my god.
But you don't have to prepare for it. I have here rental assistance, so just tell us what you know about it.
Apparently, there's like some new law that was passed. Not a law, but like kind of like a stimulus for like rentals.
For renters?
Yeah, for renters. Yeah.
Do you know how much it covers or anything?
I want to say 900, but I don't know if that's true.
A month?
Maybe I'm just making
Or
that
just
up.
one time, like a stimulus one-time deal?
I don't know the details of it.
Interesting.
I just saw an email from NAR.
It got passed?
And then yeah.
I didn't hear about it.
Pretty interesting. All right, well, next time come more prepared.
I will. I'm so sorry. I was always that kid that like wasn't prepared either.
No, just kidding. So how was everyone's Christmas?
My Christmas was
Wow.
it was good. It was all right.
Did you guys get
I think it was just exactly how I thought it would have been.
Mm-hmm.
You know, which is good.
Did you guys get any cool gifts? Clothes. We got a Carrick for the office.
I got this.
She got a realtor mug. Why don't you read it to everybody for the audio listeners?
It says realtor because badass miracle worker isn't an official job title,
Nice.
and I love it.
What did you get, Selena? Any cool?
I got some groceries. You know, got to pay the bills.
Nice.
I got a couple sweatpants.
Pig bills?
Got to
Pig.
pay the bills.
Got to pay the
Or
bills.
just say I got money.
I got some money.
There you go.
I got some of my bills paid.
Nice.
That's a great gift.
Yeah.
I thought you said pig bills, Mike. Is that like a new thing?
So speaking of the rental assistance
Mm-hmm.
stimulus idea type thing, let's talk about the stimulus check. We're getting one now.
2000, right?
Well, I heard that it was somebody voted against it now.
You didn't think
Mr. Mitch
McConnell
McConnell.
Yeah.
said no.
Who's
One
he?
person.
He's
He
It's
is
because
the-
there's- Did you see where the $600?
Yeah.
Did you see where all the other money was going?
It was going to like
Yes,
random
it was
programs that
nuts.
have nothing to do with it.
There was like 700 billion of it going to different countries.
Nuts.
Right. It wasn't even going to like
No,
small
It
businesses.
was
makes
like
no
It was
sense.
like 160 billion was going to the U.S.
Right.
And like the other
The-
900 billion
exactly.
was going to different countries for like gender.
Yeah, I heard that.
It was a bunch of
For
random stuff.
miscellaneous.
Non-gender programs.
It has nothing to do with. Yeah, it makes no sense. Why wouldn't you give the money to the Americans? Like that
Yeah.
doesn't make any sense. And Trump even said that.
They're trying to stimulate the, you know, like the market outside of this.
But we need to take care of our people first. Like America is always known as like a country that helps other countries that
Right.
that need help. But we have a pandemic going on here.
Yeah, but to
Right.
give
we gotta handle
to
ourselves
give
first.
other countries 90% of
That's
the
what I'm
stimulus
saying.
package
That's
makes
insane.
absolutely no sense.
But I'm
what I'm
saying,
saying.
what other countries are helping us with
no,
people?
no countries
That's what
help
I'm
us.
saying.
We always help other countries. Like America is known for like stepping in, like
Right.
you know, when there's poverty.
Well, that's
or
why we're in
hunger,
trillions of dollars in debt.
Or like our soldiers go out to other countries and like
I know.
fight
That's just
wars.
because of allies. That's not
Yeah.
financial.
Right, but we step in and like I think we need to take care of what's going on here before we help other people. Definitely,
So-
especially in a pandemic.
yeah, and so I think it's just like crazy. It was like, I think that it was really messy because, you know, when we were first getting the 600 and then, you know, Trump explained exactly, he rolled out the list of who was getting paid out and what
Right, you
amounts.
do like an Instagram video.
And then all of a sudden the Democrats came back and was like, okay, no, it's like a tag team. You
Yeah.
know, like, okay, no, we'll do the 2,000. And then all of a sudden it gets approved.
Yeah, I don't understand why everybody just can't agree. Like it makes sense.
It's nuts. And
I
now
mean-
we have one person blocking this whole thing. And I'm really curious as to how this is going to turn out.
So I have a friend in Florida, and she sent me a Snapchat saying that she got her stimulus today.
Really?
My dad told me to check my account, and I did not get my stimulus
Yeah,
today.
I didn't even check.
don't
I
see
thought it
anything
wasn't
there.
passed though.
That's what I don't understand. I'm getting a lot of
Yeah,
misinformation.
he told me to
from
check
people.
it. They were
Yeah.
starting to get paid out.
You got it?
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of stuff online about in this area specifically. They're saying tonight, the earliest, you're going to be getting it.
Really?
And further into
But I thought it wasn't voted
So,
on.
so Mitch McConnell.
I think
he-
it
they said
reverbs
that
to
it's
back to the 600.
$600, and if they pass the $2,000 bill,
Then you get
it's
the
gonna be
remaining.
an
difference.
additional $1,400.
Oh, that's
Oh,
good.
that makes
That's
sense.
good
Okay.
compromise. At least they're getting some money out. I think that makes sense.
That'll pay some of my real estate dues.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good. That'll cover
Merry
our most
Christmas to
dues.
me.
There we go. But yeah, no, that actually makes a lot more sense that they're doing it that way, because at least people are getting some money when they need it.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, so I saw that, and also speaking of COVID, I saw videos of Wuhan, and like they're partying, no masks. Like they have no COVID cases anymore.
I know.
So
I heard that a couple months ago.
I don't
though.
understand
Yeah.
But it's
how.
because I heard that like when they initially tried to like stop it there, they literally like had drones that would like tell people to go back
Right.
in their houses. Like it was like shut down. Like no businesses were open
it was
at all.
completely shut down for like a month.
Yeah.
But the thing is that wouldn't the germ still be like around? Like what? I don't understand. Like how? Like isn't
Well,
it?
no, it's spread through contact, and
Yeah,
they
but,
weren't
like,
Once
going
the-
out. They weren't seeing people.
So basically, if everyone was to be infected, everyone would the virus would just die off.
Right.
And it's just null and void at that point until it gets spread again from, for example, us,
Yeah.
because they don't close the airports to anybody.
Right. But I thought it was crazy. I'm like, what? Like, why did we not just do that?
And I thought that was simple math.
Well, why didn't we
we
just?
can't because we're America and we just run on business.
It's
I know.
true.
I know every country does, but like,
every business is suffering
we're
for much longer. They could have just done like a total
Right.
lockdown.
But you know what's
for a
crazy to me
short
is
period
that
of
like
time.
they're taking it so much stricter and like making all the small businesses close, and then like the big businesses.
That's
are
my
just,
mom.
Like,
That's what my parents say all the
really,
time. They're like, "Why is Walmart open?"
But all
if
the
mom and
Amazon
pop shop can't be
workers
open?"
can
Doesn't
go to
make
work.
any sense.
You know
This
how
whole
many
thing doesn't
new
make
workers Amazon hired for like the warehouses and things like that
Oh,
because of
and
their
Jeff Bezos made so much
like-
money
Well, did you see
during the pandemic.
Robbinsville was shut down because there's so many COVID cases?
The
right,
city?
right before Christmas. That's why a lot of gifts weren't shipped.
Robbinsville,
They
really?
shut down
Oh,
Robbinsville
that's why,
warehouse,
okay.
and a lot of people didn't.
Oh,
get
the Amazon
Christmas
warehouse.
gifts
They
because
meant
the
the
warehouse
town.
is one of the.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so a lot of Christmas gifts were either delayed or
I didn't know that.
didn't show.
I don't know, man. I think everybody has to like get together, unite, and come up with a plan.
That's
and
the thing. It's nothing's gonna
because
work
we need to end this.
So I actually was reading an article. The CDC officially announced that we are supposed to be treating COVID-19 as an endemic and just to live with it from this point forward,
Wow, now they say it.
because it's not
When the
right.
election
Isn't that
is
ironic?
huh.
So
It's crazy.
supposedly it's just going to be, a mutating like a flu at this point.
I think it was more political than anything.
100%.
It was all politics.
It's a mess.
All
The country is a mess. But hopefully we're coming around the bend here, and hopefully things clear up. I don't know. I feel like people are getting a little more positive about an outcome. People seem a little more jolly around the holidays.
Definitely think though the people that have the inner germaphobe, they're definitely a little freaked out.
Definitely. Well,
But they always
we-
are
we-
freaked out.
we all have either been in contact or heard a story of somebody within like 3 people of us
Yeah.
who have gotten COVID recently.
Yeah.
So there's definitely a resurgence.
Oh, I know people that got COVID that it was really bad for them, and I have other people that
Yeah.
got COVID and they were fine.
No, I'm saying right now, like over the last like 30 days.
Oh, COVID's
there's
definitely-
been cases.
it's definitely
like,
amped
like
up.
I know a person I know people who've got it close to me.
Yeah.
You know somebody. Like so. It
It's weird.
definitely
I
is
know
coming back.
someone that got COVID, didn't give it to anyone in their family, and I know families that everyone got it.
Yeah.
It's very
Yeah.
odd. It's,
Exactly.
You don't know what's gonna happen. and-
Exactly.
You know what's really nuts? I actually just read another article, and you guys probably didn't read it, but somebody was getting their hair cut, and the family got COVID, and the parents ended up passing away.
Wait. How'd they get it from the barber?
Yeah, so the daughter worked in a salon. The salon was closed, so the son came to get his hair cut from the sister.
Okay.
They didn't go to the salon. They were inside the house. Windows were open. Masks were on. Fully, abiding by what they need to, to do.
So the girl, she was the daughter,
Yeah.
and she killed her parents. Basically, you're saying.
Well, the whole family, because it was a brother and sister in the same room.
But how do they know it
their
was
parents ended up
100%
passing away?
from that
Jeez, that's crazy.
occurrence?
Well-
Imagine
You know what I
how they
mean?
must feel. Can't imagine.
That's terrible.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucked
He's
up.
blaming himself, because the sister didn't have it. He had it. But yeah, so he's blaming himself for his parents, passing.
If you know you have it, you should stay home.
Yeah.
That's what it comes.
Oh,
down to.
definitely.
If you're just feeling sick.
Definitely. If
I,
you're-
do,
if you're-
I,
if you're
I
feeling
don't
sick at all,
believe in
just-
people
Yeah.
being unless you have serious health issues. Otherwise, I don't know why you should be scared of going
I mean,
out in public.
I don't understand. It's common sense. Treat it like anything else. If you get the
Right.
flu, you stay home
Yeah.
because you're going to take care of
Yeah,
yourself
exactly.
either way.
You don't
Even
want
if it's
to-
not COVID,
You don't want to
any
give it to
sickness.
anyone.
Exactly.
You want to feel better, but if you know you have it and it's before 10 days, stay home.
Just like any
Some people
cold,
are just like
stay home.
selfish.
Yeah, like when I had like a stomach bug, I stayed home for a couple days. I was like, I'll just let it pass, and just in case it's anything. Speaking of COVID, we could talk about this: how the COVID relief government funding bill has a breakdown about how UFOs need to be transparent to the public. So it says here, I'm going to read this article. This is New York Post. President Trump's signature on Sunday on the $2.3 trillion COVID-19 relief bill started a 180-day countdown for the Pentagon and spy agencies to say what they know about UFOs. This is in the bill. And not many people are looking into this, and very little attention was paid to it because this bill is over 5,000 pages long. So they slipped this
Who
in.
wrote this?
They slipped this in the bill. Okay?
They have time for
Wait,
this?
so the government has to come out.
Yes, the Senate Intelligence Committee, chaired by Senator Marco Rubio, said in the comment that it directs the in what is this? This is like a lot of grammar here. I'm trying to get to that point here. Within 180 days of the date of enactment of the act, to Congressional Intelligence and Armed Services Committees on identified aerial phenomena must be disclosed. What does this have to do with COVID?
Yeah. It's
What
just-
is this?
I want to
Talk
know
about
who
conspiracy
wrote it.
theories. You guys are always like, "Oh, I'm coming up with conspiracy theories," or I'm saying stuff when I make like a little comment about something and just throw it out there as a hypothetical for you guys to discuss. This is actually happening.
I would love to know who wrote this.
Yeah, I feel like this isn't like a
All I have
real
to say is I'm
real
very-
thing. Like
It's
I
New
know
York
it
Post.
is. I know, but
very
like
scared of our future.
that's what I'm saying. It doesn't feel like it's
What does
real.
this mean?
Like-
Does this mean the government knows about aliens?
No, it just means the government
Absolutely.
is bored and just doesn't know what to do.
Did you hear
I
about?
think that
Did you
they-
hear about the Israeli president who came out and said that him and Trump and the aliens met on Mars and signed paperwork? There's an alliance between an intergalactic.
Please tell me you don't believe it.
This is on
you believe it?
CBS.
Do you
CBS
believe it?
posted this.
Do you believe
CBS
it?
is
Wow.
Do you believe it?
Okay, I even if you don't agree with their political side
I'm
of things,
asking you, do you
could be-
believe it?
I don't
Do
know
you
what I
believe-
believe. Why would
do
they
you
report this?
Yeah, they're a credible
I'm asking
source.
you guys.
Do you believe Trump went to Mars? Mars, no one can survive
Apparently,
on
there's a
Mars.
secret base there. He's the president of Israel.
Wait, interjection. He's not the president.
All right, what is he? My facts are wrong. Tell us,
All right,
Matt.
So he's he worked as the head of security for space affairs for 40 years or something for Israel. And
What's going on?
he's
And
like
Trump had no
80 years
comment.
old now, and he's claiming he has nothing to lose.
Okay.
And he's that our government and the Israeli government is working with a galactic federation. I don't know, dude.
Why? Why is the mainstream news?
Well, listen, I
this
think
is conspiracy stuff. Why is mainstream
I
news
think
talking about it?
I think that
Yeah.
there's definitely some type of like life out there, but not like us. I don't
I
think.
want
I
to
think
believe.
it's
I
just
don't
some
know what
form
it
of,
is.
Listen,
like,
you could talk.
I don't know.
I'm one to
I don't
talk,
believe
some
any.
People can't talk about space because it freaks them out, but I am one to talk about space.
Yeah.
And if you really do think how many galaxies are out
Mm-hmm.
there, there's no possible way that we're the only
Yeah.
planet that can have life.
Yeah,
Well,
there's
yeah.
no way.
And like, why do these aliens have to be so advanced? They could just be like dogs. They could be
Okay,
like
now
another
you're-
animal.
Now you're just. Oh,
That's
you
what I'm
think
saying.
So
I
you
don't
think
think
Trump
they're-
met someone on Mars
Well,
and he
the
was a
thing
dog.
is, if they
Well,
made,
what if they're like? What if they're like?
Well, I
like,
think-
like not as evolved or something.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think
we're like.
they
That's
have
possible,
brains.
but I'm
Like you.
sure. But I'm sure that there's another one. I'm sure that there could be another then species that is
There could be
3 times
We don't
because
know.
we're very advanced.
Yeah.
We can't be the smartest ones.
I mean, we could.
we could, but we don't
I
know.
think we are.
Which is why.
If they were smarter than us, I feel like they would have like came here already and
Yeah.
been like,
They would have just
What's going
harvested
on?
our like organs already. Anyway, I thought that was interesting, but okay. So now I want to talk about something real estate related.
yeah.
We posted it on the last podcast. We posted it on a Facebook group called Sales Talk with Sales Pros, and we got a ton of comments. So we're gonna be responding to them now. Here, let me pull it up. Let's
I
see.
feel like they were all about Ariana Grande.
They were
I
all
don't
about
think
Ariana
they were, like,
Grande
real estate
dating
related
the
at
realtor.
all.
But people were saying like, "Where's the real estate in this podcast?" Because we didn't really talk much real estate last time. But I just want to
Yeah.
see if you guys have any responses for these people. Let's see where it is. If I can find it.
Sales talk. Oh, okay. They commented on your post.
Here
4 days
it
ago.
is. Okay. All right. So here are the comments. This is a GIF. It says, "See, nobody cares," and I replied to this guy, "Watch the pod. You could learn a thing or two." He goes, "Not trying to diss your podcast. I was just meaning it towards Ariana Grande. Never meant to diss a guy's hustle." And I said, "Love you, man."
Aw,
All right.
bromance.
This guy goes, "What makes this a real estate podcast? And not for nothing, other than being eye candy, Ariana Grande is a piece of shit."
Sheesh.
People really don't
Right?
care.
Pretty intense.
That's like very
Um,
heavy.
And then this person goes, we want Mac. Rest in peace."
I was gonna say a lot of people since Mac Miller died like took it.
That's
took it
why.
out on her,
That's
I feel
why
like.
a lot of people. Yeah, but like.
Yeah.
Come on.
This guy says nobody gives a shit. This guy says my man is a closer. My real estate agent closed the deal. Must be $1 million producer. People are saying. Definitely
yeah.
true. He definitely is $1 million producer
100%.
because he could close
If
your
he,
house.
If he showed her house,
Right.
he's
Mhm.
definitely $1 million. producer.
But overall, a lot of these salespeople just hate Ariana Grande, which makes me believe they're incels. Honestly,
I don't know why they don't. Honestly, I don't know much about her.
like that's the vibe I'm getting. You guys know what that is? An incel.
Incel. Just refresh me.
I don't really want to explain on the show. I think it's not appropriate.
Here's my opinion on things like that.
I think they're just haters.
Haters is such a light word for it. Like, come on.
Like,
You guys need to be more mindful about who you're speaking about, whether or not they know you exist. Like that's
Be
the energy you're
happy.
putting out into the world.
Yeah, but
Don't speak about people.
be happy for the real estate community. This is a huge milestone for us.
Real estate community.
That's what I think. Anyway, all right. So, Selena, you want to talk about this a little bit? I have a topic here. What is your dream location to do real estate in? If we can go anywhere in the world, all of us. We'll go
already
around the
know.
table and take turns. But we'll start with Selena. Where is your dream location, and what kind of properties?
I would love to do business in Texas.
Okay.
Cities like Salina or
so you want to go to a city that's named
Selena.
after you?
South
they have
Selena.
some nice houses out there.
Are
Austin.
you kidding me?
That would be really
Is
cool.
that the
if
only
we said
reason?
that.
Because it's the name
No,
of the city?
not at all. I just remember it.
Big coincidence.
Yeah, I mean, and plus the cost of living is so nice. I feel like there would be so much more access to seeing like these sorts of houses, being the price ranges that they're in. So I would say
Have you been there before?
I haven't. That's my dream to go.
Texas is your dream
That's my
spot.
next destination probably after Miami.
What about you, Ashley?
Speaking of Miami,
Oh, there we go.
yeah, I've been there.
There are
I've been there a couple
transitions.
times, and all the times I was there, I just feel like I'm in like a whole different world.
Really?
Like it's not even just like
In
the life there.
Miami.
It's just
I've
like
driven through.
it feels like you're not in America anymore.
It's
Like I don't know. It feels like you're in some type of
feels
like.
Have you been to Los
paradise.
Angeles?
I haven't yet. I've been to Oakland.
Wait till you get to Los Angeles.
And I haven't been there yet.
Wait, so you think Miami's like a different type of the world? Like a different.
Yeah, at least to me.
it's
feels
because
like
it's
that.
It's
retro
like-
I
it's
over
want
like-
to
there.
sell
It's very retro
like
in Miami
the
still.
luxury
I think it's very like
beach
Spanish
houses. Yes,
'Cause
and,
it's
like,
Miami, obviously.
yeah. I just
And
want to. I
Cuban.
want to.
Yeah.
Cupid,
Yeah,
yeah.
I really like it there. I want to sell those like luxury
My mom grew up there
beach
actually.
houses. Wait, really?
That's cool.
What? That's
Yeah,
awesome.
she grew up in Miami.
Yeah, eventually. It's a whole different
So you want to do luxury? you
game
said?
think
now.
you
It's
did
a whole
do that.
different
I forgot
game.
about
Yeah.
that.
That'd be awesome, like penthouses.
Yeah, in a couple
feel like-
years.
I feel like
Even the
other houses-
condos there sell for like
Yeah, yeah.
crazy amount.
Oh, I'm sure.
The views, like
I mean,
the
honestly,
the water itself, just like not even like blue like here. It's just like
I know.
I love
I went
it.
down to the Keys. We drove through
Yeah.
Miami. We didn't stop though, but the Keys were
Yeah.
so nice. The water's so nice, and we've talked about in our grand plan of our future of real estate, maybe doing a Florida team, and that'd be awesome
Right.
in Miami.
That's what I would like to
Miami would
do.
be a
Like
cool
New
spot.
York,
I
New
like-
York, New
well,
Jersey,
One of the teams in
Florida.
our office just did it, but Boca Raton, I love Boca Raton.
I haven't been
Yeah,
there yet.
But Fort Lauderdale,
I haven't been-
I know that area very
Wait,
well too.
Boca Raton's by
Even
Fort Lauderdale?
Naples on the West Coast,
Oh, yeah, the
Naples,
West Coast
Marco
is
Island. I
beautiful.
know that
Mhm.
area very well.
Been
West
to
Coast is
Venice.
really
Um,
nice.
But going back to your question, I honestly like New Jersey.
Yeah.
It's a lot of different types of
Mhm.
communities and neighborhoods, and you have your very wealthy neighborhood, you have your middle class neighborhoods, you have lower class neighborhoods, and obviously every state's like that, but New Jersey, I feel like there's more of a selection.
Yeah,
You feel like you don't get bored. Obviously, there's some only luxury agents in New Jersey, but it's nice when you deal with all different classes of people and you meet new people. And
And they're not too far
Yeah.
out. Like everything's pretty close.
Mhm.
The mixture.
Mhm.
Yeah.
um,
I don't think we.
if I had to pick like another state to open an office in while keeping my team here, I'd probably pick the city.
New York.
Keep it close so I can still go there and manage it.
I was gonna say I don't think we appreciate it enough. How
Right.
we're at the hub of like just like how we look at LA and we're like, oh, it's so cool, like the West Coast. People in LA are like New York, and we're an hour from
Yeah.
New York and we're an hour from Philly. We're like right in the middle of like two
Yeah.
giant major cities.
The only problem
So
with the
it's a great
city is that
area.
everyone wants to be an
Oh,
real estate
yeah.
agent in
It's
the city.
hard, it's hard.
I know.
market.
Everyone.
I've heard
Yeah.
it's extremely hard.
I definitely think it's easier opening up in other areas.
Right.
Like definitely Beverly Hills will be tough because it's a
That's
select.
what-
Yeah.
It's a
That's
select
gonna be
group.
my answer.
Anything luxury. is
Everyone
just, like-
has an agent there. Everyone who has money looking to buy a house is already going with someone because
Right.
they know someone who works with that agent. It's a very closed knit group.
connections. Yeah.
That's my
But
answer.
I would
I would
probably
say
pick.
LA.
I'd probably pick San Diego
Yeah?
before I'd pick Beverly Hills.
Really?
Mhm.
I want to be pulling up in nice cars in the hills.
You can
selling,
still
like,
do that.
selling like
there,
You don't
$20
realize
million
there's
houses,
very
$100
very
million houses.
expensive,
Yeah.
very expensive neighborhoods around San Diego.
Mhm.
Very.
No, yeah,
expensive.
definitely.
San Francisco's like crazy
Um,
expensive.
San Francisco.
I don't think I'd pick California though. If I had to
They
pick,
what?
San Francisco's horrible. I've heard like they have a huge homeless
Yes,
problem.
they have
and
a real
drug,
bad
drug
problem.
problems.
When I
and
was
stuff.
there, I saw that.
Yeah,
but I
it's
wouldn't
really
pick
bad.
California if I had to pick
Really?
to go anywhere.
I would love to go.
If
to
I
LA
had to
and
branch
do
my
it.
team off and open another office in another state, I would not pick.
Yeah.
I think this is what you have to do to get into LA. To get into that market, what you need to do is this. So you need to look at the next generation of celebrities. So, like, for instance, like 16-year-old SoundCloud rappers right now.
You
I could be their young agent.
Like
So
the-
when
like
they're all
the-
buying
yeah, like
houses
the
and they're
TikTok
buying,
I'm gonna be honest
kids,
with you.
exactly.
Yeah.
They're
30
buying million-dollar
years
houses. They're
and-
gonna want to work with a young guy
Say in
like me.
25
Yeah.
years. Say 25 years. Do you really think California will still be what it is with the amount
California might fall
tax-
off the side of the planet.
tax keeps climbing and climbing there, and a lot of wealthy people are
Earthquakes
leaving.
and
it.
fires. Oh yeah.
No,
Yeah,
but I'm
you're
saying
right. Everything- no, but-
finance-wise, a lot of people are leaving.
But all of these young influencers, rappers, TikTokers
They
are just
head
moving
there.
in there. They
Yeah,
go
but
in there right away.
Yeah, until TikTok
Until they
or
turn
Vine
30.
blows up and it's no longer gone.
No, because then the Bryce Halls and Addison Rays of TikTok and Charlie D'Amelio's, they're gonna go to YouTube. Their audience will follow them no matter
They're
what
already
platform
on there,
crashes
yeah.
at this point. And they're not
That's true.
smart enough financially to say I don't want to pay less in taxes because they want to be in LA.
Yeah.
So like a young realtor like myself who can relate and understand.
Where
that
would you
culture,
pick if you had to open up another office and our team moves? somewhere,
realistically?
realistically, not
Realistically,
like
I
the
wouldn't
dream.
pick LA. The dream is LA.
No,
For me.
realistically,
I would love to work in LA.
Realistically,
Realistically, I'd probably say Florida. I would say Miami. I think Miami is a cool spot, or anywhere in Florida really, as long as the market makes sense.
I don't think I'd pick Miami.
I think
Why
Miami's
not?
cool.
Why not Atlanta? Anybody want to go to Atlanta?
I was
Atlanta's
never
cool
there.
too. But I like Miami because I feel like it's like
It's a whole different.
it's a bigger staple name than a different Florida town.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can always do more business in the state of Florida.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like we can like the hub could be Miami. You can go out to
Mhm.
Naples. You can go out to Fort Lauderdale. You can go to Tampa. You can like branch out. Like,
Oh, 100%. It's in.
But like saying like like if we had like our brokerage and like saying like New York and Miami, like they're like two huge cities. Like I think Ryan Serhant.
Well, the Alexander brothers, one of the biggest real estate.
what's their
teams in
what's
the world.
LA, New York, Miami.
I think
those
they
three.
sold like $1 billion in real estate last year. The one brother's New York City and the other brother's Miami.
Exactly.
That's so
Yeah.
cool.
I feel like the three hubs for like real estate where like people end up like doing it is New York.
Their first
Miami,
year, I think they
LA.
did their first year in real estate. I think they both did 150 million.
That's insane. Their first year.
I believe their first year
I
they did
don't understand
150
it.
million.
How?
They must have been
They must have
born
big
They just
connections.
into.
Yeah.
they just sold one of the most
Because-
expensive real estate ever sold in New York City. It was a penthouse overlooking the Central Park.
That's
Mm.
insane.
I think it was.
Wow.
I think it was 50.
New York,
million,
I feel like
55
New
million.
York's almost harder to get into than LA.
Imagine selling a unit for $50 million.
Yeah.
That
New
they
York's-
just sold one. I think it's 50.
That's insane. But yeah, like I feel like having that like as like on your branding, like that's like you're a titan in the industry.
It's funny.
If you have like New York, Miami.
It's
and
funny
LA,
because like they
can you imagine?
like we have a referral
Having three
network. We have
offices?
people calling us past clients, friends, family.
Yeah, which has
um,
been great recently.
Their referral business is probably celebrities
Yeah.
calling them saying,
Yeah.
"Oh, hey, it's Justin Bieber looking to sell my house."
That's what I'm saying. If I got into the LA market and listen, I'm excited about this because I have it all planned out. If I get into the LA market and you work with one of these influencers, one of these TikTokers, they're gonna tell their friends the same thing, and then I have a whole referral base. So
I feel like a lot of celebrities that don't purchase. I feel like they rent.
they end up
because
purchasing.
they're all
They
they're
end
all
up
over the
purchasing.
place.
That's true.
Yeah, but I feel like a lot of them rent.
I actually
I'm not
kind
to
of
say
feel
all.
like that too.
But
when you really think
either
about it.
way, the rental commission's a lot too.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
those are like literally like $25,000 a month rentals.
Like I see, like
They probably
people
won't.
rent the mansions for music videos. Like that's like
Right.
50
I'm
grand
trying
a
to think
day.
of my dream place where I would sell.
I would like I think like
Honestly?
Colorado would be cool too.
Aspen, Colorado.
Look at us.
I'd sell there.
No, I like
those houses are awesome.
Wait, is it Colorado or California? Tahoe.
Lake, that's California.
It's so nice up there. The houses on the
I don't want to be
mountains.
an idiot, but I think it's.
Oh my gosh, they're so nice. That's what I like
Houses in
about
the
LA
Midwest
and
are cool,
California. It's like you could see like snow on the mountaintops, but you can be on the beach chilling.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's such a cool.
I like
vibe.
that about it.
Pretty
too,
Lake
nuts.
yeah.
Tahoe.
It is crazy,
It's
right?
pretty nuts.
Yeah, it's a cool vibe. But yeah, I think we
It's
all.
the border of California and Nevada.
Oh, in Nevada. Okay.
Mm.
LA might be cool too for real estate. And taxes are lower there, and a lot of people are moving from California to Vegas. I mean, excuse me.
Yeah, I was
Las
confused.
I'm sorry. Excuse me. I meant to say Vegas.
Vegas is a really good bit real estate.
Oh, Vegas
Yeah,
is
Vegas
a
is-
great
There's a lot
place
of
to
flipping.
live. The
There's
cost
a
of
lot
living
of
there.
flipping
The
going
cost
on
of
there.
living is really
A ton
low,
of
and
flipping
the
going
houses
on
are
there.
really low.
Yeah, it's just, do you want to live in that heat?
It's a different
dry
type of heat,
though.
though.
It's not humid.
It's
No,
not
it's
like
hard.
Here.
It's
No,
hard.
to be honest with you,
hard. It
goes
Florida's
hard.
Florida's
I was
probably-
in-
Vegas goes hard.
Listen, this is just from 24 hours of experience. I was in Vegas for 24 hours, and
Yeah.
my eyes like blew up. It was.
You have bad allergies though to that, right?
I don't have
That's
allergies at all, which is why it was so weird.
Yeah, but
Don't your
Like, is it
eyelids
like
get
the
like dry or
sand
something?
from the desert?
I
no, it's
don't.
just there's no humidity. It's just dry.
Oh, so she had dry
It's a
eye.
dry heat.
I guess.
Probably dried your skin out.
But just from like, I mean, at night, like, the low is 80, but that doesn't happen until like 3 a.m. It's still 90
crazy.
degrees at 12 a.m.
I
Like
thought
way
it drops
after
like
dark.
rapidly, like in the desert.
It does.
Yeah,
In the desert,
but not in like the suburbs outside, right?
yeah, like
That's crazy.
in Vegas, like yeah, like off obviously like off the strip and everything like that, like. But in that vicinity, it's still very, very hot. It does not drop like significantly at all. Everyone has their windows tinted, like dark. I mean, it's kind of like it's kind of like a Florida vibe too. Like everyone's
Yeah.
windows are tinted,
I
I
know.
have family there, but I haven't been.
but
yet.
it's
We
it's
should
a
take a Vegas
next
They always
level
come
kind of
here,
hot.
yeah.
When Ashley turns 21, we should all go to Vegas for a trip.
I'm down.
He actually has. Does he have a free trip to Vegas or something? Yeah. But yeah, a lot of business people are moving from, like you said, from California to, I've heard, Vegas and Texas.
Texas is the biggest one.
Mm-hmm.
Texas is yeah.
Graham
Elon
Stephan.
Musk just went there.
Graham Stephan moved to Vegas. He just bought a new house
Did he?
there. Yep.
I didn't see
And
that.
Elon just went
Joe
there.
Rogan, Texas.
Mm.
So
Wait,
what's
so
a
is
big
he
one?
still
You know what's a big one?
practicing in
A lot of the
California?
big multi-billion-dollar people are in Seattle.
really,
Like the
Seattle is
suburb of
such a cool
Seattle.
city. I would love to visit it. There was an album that I grew up listening to that was written in Seattle, so I always wanted to go there. But I've heard it's so
Not
depressing.
Seattle,
Yeah.
outside of Seattle.
Yeah, I heard it like rains every day. and
I
it's,
can't
like,
be around
It's such a
that.
cool city, like the Sea Needle or whatever it's called. It looks so cool.
Yeah,
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say I can't be around.
No, about you.
Right.
Were you gonna ask if Graham is still practicing?
Yeah,
in
is he
LA?
still? Yeah, doesn't he do real estate there? Like,
Yeah,
So
I
is
don't know if
he?
he still does real estate.
And then
He's
it's just
probably gonna be doing-
investments,
he'll flip
YouTube
houses in
videos.
I mean, he
yeah.
I think he
Las
barely
Vegas.
does real estate
I
as
know,
it is
just
now
because
at
of
this
his
point.
channel.
Exactly.
He makes what?
He
Doesn't
probably
he
has
make
a-
like $500,000 a month.
He makes like $500 a month off
I
YouTube.
mean,
Yeah.
YouTube.
And he flips houses and he has rental properties.
I'm telling you
throughout
right
the
now,
state.
he's gonna blow up in Las Vegas. Las Vegas now, investors are flipping like crazy.
Oh yeah, he's probably
Yeah.
already
Real
involved.
estate's going crazy.
I know Meet Kevin, that guy's involved there. There's tons on the podcast. They always talk about it. There's tons of guys all going to Vegas and flipping houses. But think about it. He probably has like a small amount of referrals he gets. He probably only works with a certain amount of clients, and now he can just refer them to the Oppenheim brothers.
Probably
Like,
doesn't
that's
Yeah,
his brokerage.
I know,
So
yeah.
like, he'll get like
That's
a referral
true.
fee on the side for like $1 million houses. All right, so let's talk about kind of stock related. Tom, we'll let you talk about this a little bit. Bitcoin is up big, and is it going to go down? It broke the $20,000
I don't know much about,
ceiling.
I don't know much about Bitcoin.
You don't know much about
I
Bitcoin?
don't either.
I don't really.
Matt,
follow
why don't you give us some words on this? Because I know Matt knows. Because Matthew's been preaching all week to me. He's like, put money in Bitcoin. It's going up. I made $6 today.
JP Morgan said it's going to go to 100,000.
No way.
I mean, it's already hit a new high today, actually.
All right, time to check.
what's the high?
Um,
All right, another jacket.
What are we at? What's Bitcoin
If you
at this
bought,
moment?
if you bought in March, you would have got for $3,500.
it almost hit 29.
I went up
at-
another $2.
So it's going to break a
at
$30,000 ceiling.
215.
Possibly. If you bought it back in March for $3,400, you would have made.
Okay. So at 25,000, if you put in like $100 and it goes up to 100,000, you make $400.
Yes.
Not even that good of an investment.
Look, I only
Unless you're
put
going to put
in-
big money into it, it's
I
not
only
really
put in
good.
80
It's
bucks.
pretty good.
I've already made like $12. It's been less than a week.
You put $80 in and you made 12.
I think that's pretty
This
good.
sounds
If you
like-
put
it sounds like
if you
Yada.
put in some large- Yada is such a scam.
Not at
I'm
all,
sorry.
though. Yada's such a
Sorry.
what? What is it? What about Yada?
It's a scam.
No, I don't, listen. Yada is not a scam. Don't say that into the thing.
My brother says
You're
the
gonna say-
same thing.
It's definitely not a scam because
It's not a scam, they don't
they're
take your
not
money.
taking your money.
Yeah, but now
and-
lately,
But
have you noticed
There's
that
a
I haven't
catch.
put money in?
There's a
that
catch.
I don't get tickets. Like,
I
don't
got
get,
60 cents this week.
I don't get anything.
Well,
I
you guys
haven't.
suck.
I
How
only
much do
made
you have in there?
Yeah,
Not a
no.
lot.
I only made $1.06,
Selena's
and I
like,
decided
I don't know why
to
I'm not
pull
making
out.
money. She pulled out all her money except for
No,
$5.
no, 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 no,
I
no,
was
no,
like,
no,
you
no,
don't
no.
have one ticket.
No, 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 no. That's not what happened.
Okay, explain.
I put in 500, and I didn't make. I only made $1.06 the entire time I've had it. I just
That's
recently
good.
pulled it out.
That's actually a lot better than I did.
Yeah, $1.06 is probably more than you if you had it.
You
in
wouldn't.
like
You wouldn't make
a,
more than that in your
You wouldn't
bank
make more than that in a bank account.
savings account.
It's a free McFlurry.
And that's why I choose Bitcoin.
I would at that point rather put my money in like stocks.
I'm pulling mine out. I'm gonna pull mine out of there too because I
I
have money
put
in
mine
there.
in my life insurance policy.
Did you? He is a life insurance guy. You
I
could-
already
you
have
could-
one, too.
You get a deal.
I have a deal.
Oh.
It's a client.
Oh, it is. That's pretty cool.
It's a relationship. Yeah.
Awesome. But anyway, Bitcoin. I don't know what to think about it. I feel like it's I feel like
It's risky.
It's more of a gamble than a normal stock. because
Oh, 100%.
we don't know where it's going. It's not like a feasible company. It's like the idea of like virtual
no,
money.
definitely not.
Yeah.
Because
Well, did you
you're not
see
gonna
Elon-
lose any of the money you put in.
Elon
Mm.
What
put
do you mean?
If you buy a stock, the stock can drop and you lose your money.
Yeah,
That will
but
not
like
happen with Yada.
a stock like Amazon is a feasible company that is growing and going somewhere, and you can see the trend and the direction it's
Definitely.
going.
I just don't think you can
Bitcoin
make
is
a
the
claim that it's
idea.
How
Yeah.
much higher can
safe as
Amazon go
stocks.
though before there's a drop in the next couple of years?
there was a huge drop this year.
But over like a 10-year period, it's always up.
Amazon and all those companies, they are great companies. They go with the market.
Right.
They do boom, but when the market goes, the stock goes.
But I think like I always say, S&P is proven over a 10-year period, it's
Yeah.
always up.
Right.
So it's like they're like the big companies. Like they're not going anywhere. So I think Bitcoin's a little risky, but this is like groundbreaking news for people who are like like that one client we talked to.
The
He's
listing
probably
appointment we went on.
we went on a listing appointment and this guy was talking about Bitcoin and he was like a fanatic for it. He told us he's like January 1st, it's the day of reckoning. Like he said some crazy like prophecy type
honestly
thing
started
about
freaking me
Bitcoin.
out for a little
Yeah,
bit.
it was a
You're
little,
like time to go.
yeah.
We were
He
there
might be
for
watching
like
this honestly. He's my friend on Facebook.
Oh sheesh.
But he's a cool guy. But he loves Bitcoin, and he's probably having a ball right now because he definitely has money in it. And he said it's gonna go up big. So he did predict this. I don't know how.
I'm gonna say he 100% predicted it.
100%. Like literally the next week it went up.
That's
Well,
why
I
I'm
can
saying.
tell you how.
That's why I'm saying I'm freaked out because
You have to study it. I
literally
feel like.
this
The profit.
this listing presentation was what, maybe 3-4 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Bitcoin has boomed
Since
since
then.
he said that. To
He literally
us.
said put all your
Well,
money in
he-
Bitcoin tomorrow.
He
Yeah,
literally said everything you
he
have,
probably,
put it into Bitcoin.
He probably
It's
studies it.
I
Yeah.
love when
You
people
know what I
say
mean?
stuff like
Like-
that because I actually
Wait,
do
who said
believe
this?
them.
This
Some
seller we
we-
met,
Oh,
Yeah.
okay,
a client.
We literally spoke to him, and at the listing presentation, he was pitching Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies and stuff. And he really does believe in it.
Yeah.
And he said to us, he's like, everything you have that you can put it on cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
The biggest one, Bitcoin. Look at it now. Like, it literally has exploded.
How much did he make though? I wonder. Or
I
how
have no
much?
idea how much he
Or
has
Or
in
how
there.
much would we have made?
For
if we
example,
put
if you bought
$500
it in
whatever?
March, it was 3,400 of Bitcoin. Now it's 29,000.
So if you bought one Bitcoin
You-
for
you
$3
would've
grand
made-
in March, you
you would have
Oh.
made
30
you would've
grand
made,
now.
No, you.
That's
what?
nice.
It's up to 29 now.
26 grand you would have made,
Well, right.
off one
Yeah,
Bitcoin.
Yeah, exactly.
which is
That's if you just buy one.
unbelievable.
That's nuts. I made $4 so far, and I just put in Bitcoin like 2 weeks ago.
What is the what is the
That's 9 times your return.
I would say what's the
More,
return rate?
9.5, almost 10.
That's crazy. Wait, you put money in there?
Yeah.
How much you put in?
Well, I got a share was given to me, like a piece of it.
Oh,
It was like
Oh.
$11
how'd you get a free share?
because
Did you sign up for like one of
She's
the
like,
programs?
"Don't
or
worry
something?
about
Actually,
it.
sent
Wait,
you
what?
a thing where you can get some free Bitcoin.
Yeah, he's been sending me an app.
Megan Thee Stallion, she was giving away Bitcoin,
Wait,
so she gave me some.
are you sure that wasn't a scam?
You want to see?
She wasn't giving you
'Cause
Bitcoin. You did
Twitter-
a promo and you got a Bitcoin from it.
Why would Megan Thee
She was
Stallion do
giving
that?
away
I don't know who that is.
Bitcoin.
Who
She
is
was
that?
She's a
partnered.
rapper.
She partnered with Bitcoin. She was with Cash App. They were giving away Bitcoin shares because you can purchase
surprised she did
Bitcoin
this.
in there, and I got some.
I just
Yeah.
the only reason I say is it a scam is because I don't know if you guys saw the thing recently where Twitter got hacked and like all these celebrities were posting, I'm
Oh.
doubling, you give
Yeah.
me this much in Bitcoin and I'll double it for you, and a bunch of people got hacked and lost a lot of money.
Yeah, no, she paid me.
Yeah, but why would anyone do that?
Like Elon Musk tweeted.
What do you
"Send
mean,
me
why would anyone
$10
do that?"
Send me $10 on Bitcoin and I'll send you back 20.
I don't. Oh yeah,
And
why
there's
would
a
they?
fake
Why would they
account.
pay
He
them?
actually has done stuff like that before, though, on live streams.
Well,
Yeah,
But
like,
even he
No,
even
speaking
hacked
about
Obama's
Elon,
Barack
account.
Obama
see?
posted it.
Did you?
Barack Obama tweeted
No,
it
speaking
too.
about Elon, did you see what he did?
That's so
So
ridiculous.
he tweeted Doge, which is a
And it probably went up. Yeah,
which
it's
is
stupid.
cryptocurrency, and it exploded.
Yeah, that's a stupid dog meme.
3
It's
seconds.
Doges,
Yeah,
you know,
3
right?
seconds after his tweet.
Doge is
exploded.
a joke, you
Didn't
know,
he say
right?
he was the CEO of Dogecoin?
Huh?
I'm pretty sure he said he was the CEO of Dogecoin.
No, all he tweeted was Doge,
That was it.
Really?
Doge.
and
He-
the
he
stock
always
went up
does
like
this.
21%.
He tweets
in
out
hours.
He tweets out Tesla's too high, and then the stock goes down.
Well, that's supposedly
Like,
what happened with
he's-
Bitcoin. He
What?
was having some sort of public discussion about
What?
large transactions with Bitcoin with somebody. And
Who
then
was having this
Elon
conversation?
Musk.
He got in trouble.
He got in trouble? Really?
I'm
No,
pretty
he's saying
sure
on
he
Twitter.
got in trouble where someone told me this. I don't know if it's true that someone was trying to get him for tweeting something to make him a lot of money, and someone I don't know.
Oh, like he was put up to tweet it. You're
Yeah.
saying in
Like,
order to like inflate it.
Someone was using his publicity because there's people love him.
What is
And,
that?
like,
What is that considered? That crime?
it's some
Steering.
law you can't do. But
Well, this is a good topic to bounce off of. How far do you think it is in the future where transactions for purchases like a house can be made with Bitcoin?
Sheesh.
They can be done. You
Oh
can
my-
just. Well, you're saying directly.
Yeah, like it's directly
Well,
to
I
Bitcoin.
give it like 5 years.
5
It's like
years.
5
you think?
years.
That is-
within the
Well, you
next-
can do it now. It's just I don't think
Yeah,
it's,
do you-
I don't think there's.
No, I'm not saying pull the money out of Bitcoin. I'm saying like the Bitcoin gets wired.
No.
If
Mm.
you
And
can
get
pull
wired
the
over.
money out, why would there ever be a need to pay directly with Bitcoin? Do you think that will ever happen, or do you think it'll just always?
Well, Bitcoin's supposed to be the
converted?
global currency that anybody can just use on their phone.
So why would
right?
everybody?
I'll be
just
completely
convert
honest
it
with
to
you.
their own
Bitcoin does
currency?
not make sense. It doesn't make sense to me. It's not like it's a company.
That's what I'm saying. It's not feasible.
It doesn't make sense to me.
It's
That's
like-
why I don't. That's why I don't invest in something I don't understand.
That's what I'm
It
saying.
does not make sense to me.
Matthew, what do you have to say about this? Because you're a little Bitcoin
There's a whole
expert.
blockchain network. I'm not.
No,
gonna get into
I'm
it.
telling you right now, Bitcoin
You know
is
what
a cult.
blockchain?
Like there's a cult.
I was gonna say
Like
they're all
people
gonna
that invest
comment
in
in the
Bitcoin.
comments like,
If people that invest in
Oh my God.
Bitcoin love Bitcoin.
yeah.
That's gonna.
Honestly, there's better coins out there. I want to mention if anybody's
Ethereum
listening,
is really good.
Ethereum.
Yeah, I
it
heard
went up
about-
400
yes.
points this
Wait,
year.
so
I'm not investing.
Me and Matthew had money in Ethereum. Oh, he had money in Ethereum, and we gambled it all on the website. And then he looked back at his account. And
Well,
it
did you
had-
ever
it
hear?
had, like,
I want to hear. I
tripled,
want
and
to
he
say
kept it in
everyone
there.
can Google this.
No, it actually quadrupled.
The Bitcoin. Look up Bitcoin pizza. Some guy bought pizza with 10,000 Bitcoins back in 2008
Yeah.
What
when
a
it was worth like
moron.
0.001.
Oh my god.
It would be now worth like $400 million.
Oh my goodness.
which is why I feel like it's reason enough to get into Bitcoin.
Should we name this episode?
No?
We hate Bitcoin.
You can. This is what you
Good
can
title,
get
right?
caught getting into something too late, and a lot of people get burned
Yeah.
very quickly.
Yeah.
When you get into something,
Mm-hmm.
very
You gotta be
late,
ahead of the
You can get
curve.
burned.
Think about it.
It has to be
Any-
long term.
But the thing about stocks and Bitcoin is you don't know when it's going to stop going up. You don't know
Right.
when it's going to go down. You don't know what it's going to do.
in any
If
type
people
of
did know, there'd be people that are trillionaires.
in any type of field, the people who make the most money or are the most successful are always ahead of the curve, and that's just I think that's just a rule for life. And anything you do in your
And
business,
they're huge risk
in your
takers.
real estate business,
Yeah.
and in your life, like whatever, like if you figure out what's working, something new, a new trend,
It's time.
or the way things are changing,
Just
and you're
time.
ahead of
Yeah.
the curve, you're gonna be successful.
People made a lot of money on Tesla this year. Crazy
Yeah.
amounts of money.
Well, guess what? Tesla has a competitor. Perfect for our next topic, the
The-
Apple car.
That's-
Apple announced in
I would
2024
never.
that they are releasing an electric vehicle that will be Tesla's biggest competitor.
I'll bet you right now it's never going to
Can we look up? Do we have any photos of this? Is there any like? Is there?
I
do you know if
saw a
there's any,
picture of
I've
it.
seen some sort of visual, but I didn't know if
It
that
looks
was
like a
real. I couldn't-
spaceship with
Yeah.
wheels.
Is there any like? What do you call it? Is
that
this
it?
real? Is this real?
I have no idea. I saw it.
See, they make so many.
Actually,
Oh, this is the thing
That's
I
the
sent you.
visual I
This is the
saw,
thing I
yeah.
sent you, Matthew. You saw this video. This thing.
There's no way that's real.
I don't think it is.
See
I
the
don't
ball?
think it is.
The tires are balls, and they're like moving like this.
Like I said,
Pull
And
it up
it
on your
parks
computer.
on its
I don't
own.
need to. I already know it's not real from you just describing.
Honestly, if this is real, it's gonna be sick. But is this it? Actually, because look, this is Tim Cook presenting it.
It's probably a concept.
Yeah, but I'm saying is
If
this
it's
the
4
concept?
years out, it's probably gonna change drastically. Like,
Hmm.
does that even have mirrors?
No,
Tim Cook, yeah, it does right there.
those are
A
not
car's gonna-
mirrors. Those are
There's
the
gonna be a
head
picture of a car with no
thingies.
steering wheel, no windshield. Michael's be like, "Wow,
No. This
look
is
how far cars have
this
come."
is this is Tim Cook standing in front of it, and it says Apple car launch could be delayed to 2028 or later. So this is probably from the
So they're
keynote.
already
2028.
compensating. They're
Yeah.
like, oh, it's another 4 years.
Yeah.
and then it's gonna be 2024.
But
2040.
Elon Musk does the same thing. The Roadster hasn't come out. We talked about this on a past episode. He pushes
Well, the
back his dates all the
Roadster
time.
is a reason why it's not coming out.
What's
It-
the reason?
It wants to do 0 to 60 in like 1.1
Then maybe
seconds.
don't make those claims when you don't even have a car that can do that yet.
He'll do it.
Like it makes no sense. Elon Musk will say
Well,
something.
I think I said this on previous podcasts, but he was like, "I'm gonna have the first moon race." Like he's gonna
Yeah,
have.
we talked about this like
Yeah,
a
we
couple
talked about
weeks
that
ago.
too. Yeah.
which is crazy.
I
But
don't
we're getting
think-
off topic. What's going on?
Moon race is dumb.
Okay,
I
what's the next
stand by
topic?
what
We're
I
getting
stand.
extremely off topic.
No, we're not. We're talking about Apple car.
What?
That was one of the topics.
You didn't say that.
I said let's talk about the Apple car.
Yeah.
Listen, and I still stand by what I said last however many weeks ago when we talked about the moon race. It should be a race to the moon, not a race on the moon. This is lame.
We're not getting in this conversation again.
All right. Well, I think that's the last topic I have here, guys. You guys want to have any topics you want to talk about, real estate related, anything exciting? Let's talk about our listing or our upcoming.
Yeah.
I guess we don't want to give away too much yet because it's not live. But
I
we had a
don't-
great week.
Yeah,
We'll just say that.
We did have a really good week.
Like talk about slow season last week. We talked about that. This week, I cannot believe how much business we did between Christmas and New Year's. The 3 days in between. I can't believe it. We went on 3 listing appointments. So we went on 1 listing appointment a day. We have 3 new buyers, like over $3 million worth of volume, I think almost combined that we've been working on this week.
We did good.
So this Ricky Crute said it, and we'll talk about this. I guess to outro us. When the slow season comes, agents like us who are new agents need to be doubling down because
Yeah.
this is the time while the agents who are experienced and seasoned and have these referral-based huge databases already built, while they're chilling out and taking a vacation because they had a crazy good year, we need to take advantage of that, step into people's lives who don't have an agent to add to our database and set ourselves up for the next year and the next year and the next year. And
Very
you keep
true.
doing that until you reach a point where then you can be like, I am comfortable now.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
makes a lot of sense, I think.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
we've been
Still
in here.
can't stop doing the basics. Because, like, I almost didn't do the open house past weekend, like Christmas weekend. I
Yeah.
went and I picked up, like, 5 good buyer leads.
Yeah, well, you've been in
People are
here every day
desperate right
following
now.
up.
Things
You've
like
been in here
that. You
calling
know they're
people
serious.
this week.
People are
Like, if they're
desperate.
looking now,
They're desperate.
you know.
Yeah,
on a lot
if
of
they're
houses.
if they're looking now, you were about to. We'll tell about the open house, like what we were talking about.
They were just, like,
No, I-
motivated people.
Tell them how like we were like, should we? Even
Yeah,
do it?
yeah. I was literally contemplating doing it. And I was like, should I do an open house this Sunday? Like, it's, 2 days after Christmas. Like, what's going to happen?
Right.
Got, like, maybe 6 to 8 groups through.
Yeah.
And, like,
no agents.
5
right?
of them didn't have agents, yeah.
Awesome. Great
Yeah.
leads.
And I have
great.
all their contact information, their addresses,
The weekend of
phone
Christmas Eve.
numbers.
Just keep
The weekend of
following
everything.
up.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you'd be surprised. The real buyers will come out of the woodwork when they're
Mm-hmm.
serious because they're still looking. The market
Yeah.
has not stopped. or
Follow
changed.
up is key.
What do you guys think about Christmas cards, New Year's cards? How effective do you think they actually are?
It's good.
I think they're nice.
Just a good touch. Just a nice touch.
It's great. It's not gonna. It's not like it's gonna get you business. It might,
Yeah.
but it's just
Future
getting your
business.
name out there, showing that you care, and hope everything's well, and wishing you
Yeah,
happy
I
holidays.
feel like it doesn't have any like real memorable value to it. I don't think that's the point.
I think
it
it.
does.
I think it does if it's
I
gave it-
repetitive.
I gave a call to one of my clients,
Like-
and we got a listing. That's the one today.
Oh, really? That's what's wrong.
I called them, wished them a Merry Christmas, and
It's sentimental because they're like, oh, this person thought of me. They sent me a card. If it's like a past client, especially.
I think what I mean, and you'll never know, but like what desensitizes it is just the fact that we're not the only ones sending that person a card.
Mm.
But you don't know that though.
yeah. But if
Exactly.
they're a past
You might
client
be.
of yours, they're not going to look at any other agent's cards if you're
Mm.
sending them.
Your card's gonna stand out.
Also, if it's an interesting card, like the postcards they have that our title company makes has like a calendar on it or like
Yeah,
events
very-
going on.
there's a
'cause then
reason-
they keep it up
there's
on
a-
their fridge.
It's like
That's true.
there's we don't want to spoil our marketing, but
Yeah,
they're good.
that you want to do something that's gonna last. The person wants to keep. That's nice. I mean, I sent just like a
Mm-hmm.
little handwritten card that you helped me out with, but I don't know. I just want to touch base with those people. But I don't know how effective it is, but it's just a nice thing to do.
I
Just
think over
something to do.
time, you just have to keep sending things like that,
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
reminders.
Absolutely.
So.
All right, guys. Is there anything else? I had a topic, but I lost my train of thought completely. It was about something to do with Christmas and New Year's.
Well, should we reflect
Reflect on our
on
year.
this year?
Oh yeah, we were supposed to do that, right?
Yeah.
All right,
Oh,
let's
yeah.
reflect. Let's talk about that.
What time do you
Sheesh.
go to Freehold?
I gotta go at 4.
Oh, at 4. I thought you had to
Yeah.
be there.
4:15. I gotta be there. We have time.
Just double check.
You want to start us out?
Well, I won't start it out, but I'll ask the question. I'll ask the
Ask us
question.
questions. Yeah, ask us questions.
What was the best part of your 2020?
Starting.
can start-
starting our real estate.
Honestly, yeah, dude. That week.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's not
We
even
were so
like
excited.
starting. It was great. Excited. We're happy to work together in the future. But
Yeah.
ever since we started, we're booming.
Okay.
But the energy of that week was just like very
Energy,
like
just-
happy, like
feel
good
like my-
time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be crazy, but I feel like my life.
Changed.
It
Did a
honestly,
180?
kinda did. Way. It kinda
This
changed
year was
overnight.
very
It was a great-
transforming.
Like, it was a great month.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of like we were doing it, but it wasn't spoken of. And then when we announced it, it's like we came out.
Our new office team.
No, I'm kidding, I'm
everything,
kidding.
Everything was,
But like
was great.
it set a standard for us, kind of in a way. Like having it out there and like announcing it was like it reinvigorated our real estate career because now all our database, all our friends and family like see again that we're realtors and see what we're doing, and now we're like working at it together. So we're kind of it's.
And it pushed us to work.
It's
way
a lot of
harder.
fun.
We're pushing. We're working a lot harder.
I'm a very like solo type person where I'm like I'm very motivated. I can motivate myself and do things myself, but it's a lot. I enjoy working as a team. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But I could be a control freak, so
Okay.
but that's both of us, so it should be fun.
Yeah, I can see that in both of you. But I feel like it somehow works out.
Yeah, somehow.
I don't know.
That's good.
At least from what I see.
What about you, Ashley? What's your to answer her question?
Real estate related.
Just in general, what was your happiest
Yeah.
moment? She said.
I can't think of one specific moment, but I feel like it's just like the bunch of a course of like events
Okay.
that
Go.
made
Go with
me
them.
into like a different person.
Tell us
Say it.
about it. Then let's do it, Mr. Tennessee.
Part of it, yeah.
Apparently, he doesn't watch the show.
He does. He texted me today that he watched a podcast.
Which episode did
He
you
was
watch?
laughing at me saying I'm a child of God.
Which episode?
That was the last one.
She was laughing at that too. Wait, it was last week's
Yeah,
show. Okay.
yeah.
That's funny. All right, so tell us the events. Sorry to interrupt you.
I don't know. I just feel like me compared to the last year's version of me.
Yeah.
This time of year, I'm just like,
Good or bad? I don't know. You're kind of.
what?
I don't know if it's good or bad.
No, in a good way.
Okay.
She
you're coming
broke-
off a little
like-
She
sad.
broke her real estate chains.
Well, yeah, that.
Chains. What do you mean? Well, what is?
Well,
All
we can't
right,
get
so
into it
I
on
was
the show.
previously on a team.
What are
Her
chains?
previous team, I was saying.
Okay.
There's
She's-
a
she's
big.
solo
I
now.
went through a lot of transitional things, in my business. I mean, I dropped out of college. This time last year, I was in college. I was gonna do real estate part time. Then I dropped out. Then I was on a team. Then I left that team. I was figuring everything out on my own.
Right.
I was I don't know, scared to even work with people.
Yeah.
Moving forward.
Now you have,
And you know that.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I feel like I've become a lot more.
You're more
I don't know
comfortable.
what the
You're more
word is.
confident.
You know,
you
yeah,
closed your
100%.
deal
Little
now.
Yeah.
looser.
You closed your first deal.
Yeah, I
with
feel like I'm
solo
starting
agents.
to get the ball rolling on my own now, which
Yeah.
is
You're
a good feeling.
organized.
Gain
So-
some confidence.
yeah, I
would
definitely learned a
assume.
lot. Like your first year in the business is a huge learning curve.
Yeah, I feel like you have a pretty good
Because they don't
solid,
teach you anything
setup
in real
now.
estate school about actually running a business.
Yeah, I feel like
Right.
you gained a lot of confidence and you're organized and you I feel like you know and you feel motivated that you are set up for the next year and you kind
Yeah.
of have things in the works, like getting ready to go.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So that was a big one for me. And then just overall as a person, I feel like I've definitely gotten better because of struggles I went through. I think everyone went through their fair share
Yeah.
of struggles
Yeah.
the first half of the year or even now. But
Mm-hmm.
Definitely
I don't know.
was a crazy year.
It was a crazy year. What's your? We said ours.
Yeah.
All right. What's your? What's your? Selena, you got to answer your own question.
I would probably say the fact that I even closed the deal this year
Yeah.
was probably the best. Was probably my biggest highlight because I didn't know if I was ever gonna be able to do it
You-
for sure.
You did it.
We needed you
And I
could.
did it. So, and then yeah, kind of like
roller
going
coaster.
with yours. Going with yours is, I mean, I learned a lot about myself, with the shutdown and everything, and everyone having to stay inside and deal with themselves. I learned a little bit more about myself
I
this
feel
year.
the same
So
way.
yeah, that inner growth as a person, but definitely closing my first deal this year was the biggest part of 2020
Awesome.
for sure.
All right. Any more questions to reflect on the year?
Too many more closings.
Too many more closings, absolutely. Let's all clank our mics. No, do you guys have any questions?
What Selena? I should start with Ashley this time. Ashley,
For what?
what was your lowest moment of 2020?
I wanted to ask that, but I was like, I don't know if I want to go.
Let's
get in there.
Let's cry.
My lowest point of 2020. I would say I had this time frame where I thought so deeply into everything in my life. I wanted I don't know. You ever have those moments where you just reevaluate your whole life, or is that just me? You ever have? I don't know. You think about everything. I'm should I drop out
Hashtag
of college? Just questioning everything I was doing, and I was I know I'm doing the right things. I just need to keep doing it for longer and just trust the process and be more patient. And it took me a while to realize that because I'm a thinker.
Yeah.
And I feel like there was a point where I just questioning everything made me pushed me back when I
Yeah.
should have been doing more, if that made sense.
See, that's interesting because that's my mom talks about this a lot, and she's always I'm feeling it out. I want to see if it's what I'm supposed to be doing, and I'm
Yeah.
my mentality is no, just do it because the worst that
Yeah.
can happen is you just fail at it, and you're like, this is not what I'm supposed to do, but at least you
Yeah.
tried it. I feel like thinking about it over and over again in my head, you'll never know unless you try it.
Right.
And that's so cliche, but it's kind of true.
And also motivating myself too.
I kind of just I always just jump into things,
Yeah.
even when I probably should think about things, but you grow from it.
Very true.
So, what about you, Tom? Lowest
I don't
moment.
know. It was one crazy year. For being such a crazy year, I think I had a lot of good, which is good.
That's true.
Yeah.
Gotta count your blessings.
I think my lowest, it's not really low, it's just stressful. Most stressful moment probably was the week or the first couple of days when my dad got COVID because it was so fresh. It was in March, and all the hysteria was it was brand new,
Yeah.
so we didn't know how serious it was going to be. And
Honestly, my low is COVID. When it first came out,
Yeah.
yeah,
honestly, my
Yeah.
opinion of it is completely different. But when it first came
When it
out,
first came out, it was
everyone
very
went
scary.
into panic.
yeah,
Right.
Everyone was like, "Oh my, can't leave the house.
Sheesh, remember when all the freaking stores started selling out, the grocery stores?
When there was no toilet
But the
paper.
thing is, like,
That
obviously
was a
my,
low.
My opinion
What a
completely
year.
different, but it was
Yeah.
that was definitely the lowest of the 2020.
And my other stressful moment, I would say, is the flooding of my bathroom.
Second.
Honestly, it's like the most stressful thing because it's actually like somebody's like there's damage that I have to deal with. Oh my god,
It's not that hard. Just shut the sink off.
it's not
Why-
me.
I know it's not you.
I would. I do.
If you're watching this, please just shut off the sink.
Please shut
Thank
your
you.
sink off.
Like, do you leave it
Also-
on at home? I don't understand. Whatever.
Yeah,
I'm
I.
s-
Is your
I'm
is your
talking about
faucet
it.
very silent, or does it
it's
actually
like-
make a
it's-
streaming
It's like
sound?
a faucet that goes like up like this, so like if it's like not fully down, it'll still run a little bit. So that's
So it
why it creates
drips?
the problem. Yeah, or it'll be like running like a little tiny stream, and then it slowly fills up, and then overflows.
You were literally
We
just
can't talk about this.
I
anymore.
have-
I've talked about this thing all
I
day.
have
No more
OCD.
talking about this
I have
anymore.
OCD problems because of things like this in my life. Like every day now,
Michael?
I have a tick where every single day when I leave my house, I go into the bathroom as I'm walking out of my house, and I press the sink down like this to make sure it's like fully down.
I think that's natural.
It's not natural
If
because
we talk
now
about
I
this-
have other
Well, now
ticks. I
because
have other
of-
ticks. When I get in my car sometimes I'm walking into my house or anywhere if I'm parked anywhere, and I'm like, did I put the car in park? And I'm like, I have this like weird. It's not a legitimate fear at all. It would never happen that the car's gonna roll off. So I walk back and I look in the window to make
Roll
sure it's in
off
park.
where? Into
Oh,
the
I have
To make sure
office?
it's in park.
That's just it's called OCD.
I know, but
Yeah.
because of things like this that
I
I have trauma from this flooding that creates these ticks. I feel like trauma is what creates those ticks in your life. Like I'm sure,
Yep,
I'm sure,
absolutely.
I'm sure there was
It's-
one time my car was rolling while I was in it. I was like, oh, I'm not in park.
You wanna know
the
something
other day I
funny
was
that-
doing DoorDash and I actually turned off my car mid driving.
I've done it before.
I was trying to press the yield button and I pressed it's push to start. So and it went off. The whole car just shut off. And
And you were rolling.
yes,
I left my-
I didn't even
I
know
left
that
my
car
car
could do
door
that.
open one time, and I went into the store and I came back and it was open.
Completely open.
Yeah, I just walked out. I was so stressed out. I was like in a rush, and I
I
just
caught
opened the door,
someone
left
doing
it,
that.
came
I caught
back,
someone doing that. I was like, and it was raining outside. I was like,
Must have some problems.
your door is like wide
and I was
open,
like
sir,
half in a
sir.
spot too. I wasn't even in two spots. I like pulled in between two, and I was like, I'm here.
I
Sheesh.
have
I
weird anxiety
hate
like that.
when I feel like
I'll
that.
throw a cigarette, and then if it goes along the grass or like a pile of leaves or something,
Is it gonna
and I
light
like walk
up?
inside, I'll be like, oh no, is that gonna like start a fire
Yeah.
and like burn the whole house down? And then I have to like go back outside and like check it.
That's your
like,
cue to
like-
stop smoking cigarettes. I hope you stop.
No,
You
and
stop
that's
yet?
only because of the trauma of my parents' house burning down when I lived there.
Well, stop playing with fire.
Ladies, I am damaged goods.
We're all damaged goods.
Sheesh.
What's your lowest moment, Selena?
I've had a lot of lows this year, unfortunately.
Well, tell us
Lows-
about one and tell us
lows
how you
I've
came out of it.
Never experienced before. I'm still dealing with my lows, so I'm not quite out of them yet, but I've learned a lot of lessons. So I don't know. I guess it has to do with like a lot of like well, it kind of like bounces off to what you said too in the terms of like analyzing things. I've questioned myself. It's like when you
Yeah.
question yourself a lot,
Mm-hmm.
like you end up stalling thinking about it the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's what I've dealt with. And I also think of a lot of like being your biggest fan. It used to be easy for me to like be like my biggest fan and support myself and be like, Selena, you weren't that like you
Yeah.
could do it, you know? Like now it's like, damn, like I don't think I could do it. Like it's just like a lot of self-doubt now that I deal with. And it was through a traumatic experience, the reason why I deal with a lot of my lows now. But I mean, I guess
I think
I'm-
it's good to talk about it.
it's just like what I'm doing now is just trying to just talk myself back into a good place, even though it's like not
It takes a lot to pull yourself
consistently
out of a bad place,
working.
because
Yeah.
no one else is gonna do it for you. And when you
Yeah.
realize that, it's like it's just you versus you.
I've realized it already. It's just like some days I feel
Yeah.
like trying, some days I just don't care. But that's depression. 2020.
Thank you, 2020.
Thank you, 2020. I've now gotten depression.
Thank you.
But yeah, I mean, 2021. I'm hoping for big things. Who knows what it's gonna look like?
I think we're all gonna do big things.
I just hope that I am anticipating closing more deals, and yeah,
As long as you can do better than the year before, you're doing something better. I don't know if that made sense. You're already doing better if you're
Yeah, I mean,
Trying.
working. Yeah, exactly. Just trying.
Just trying.
Yeah, you're
to
just
be
trying to
better.
be better than your last year self.
Right.
I think then that's all you could.
And 2021 should be a very interesting year. We're starting it off with aliens being revealed to us by the government. Apple cars. Bitcoin is the new currency. We're going into a new era, guys.
Wait, you know what? Wait. Okay, this reminded me of something. So I saw something and it was like the last plague or whatever happened in like before the
The
Roaring
Spanish flu.
20s.
The bubonic black plague.
Was it? No, that was a while. That was
You said the
way
20s?
ago.
It was like
Yeah,
1700s.
it was
The
before.
Spanish
No,
flu.
there was something in like the 1918s or something.
Spanish.
And
flu.
then like right after that, they had the Roaring 20s. And it was like, oh, like
We're
when
gonna
people were
have
like,
to
why
watch
would you
all
do that? It makes sense now because I couldn't do anything or go out. I think we should have another Roaring 20s.
I'm already. I'm
Next couple
in my
years?
wrong. I'm doing that right now.
I'm honestly
during
down
the
for that.
Pandemic.
That doesn't make sense.
No, you're not.
I'm out having a great time.
Okay, but you know what I mean. Like the Roaring 20s, you're not having that as good of a time as the Roaring 20s. Like they went all.
We're
Oh,
not
okay.
talking about
I'm-
you as a singular person.
thinking
We're
of
talking
Great
about everyone as a
Gatsby right now.
collective.
Yeah, I have my collective. The only people in my circle that I need,
Okay.
and we get lit. We get lit still.
I guess you're right about that.
I mean, I think that I agree with. I think that it's awesome, and I like the idea of having a Roaring 20s again. But
yeah, I think by the end of next year.
I feel
it'll
like
start
not
to-
much will change for me personally because I feel like with my crew, like we are pretty positive, and we've like
You know,
dealt with the
yeah.
pandemic.
Mhm.
and,
I mean,
kinda,
like, going
lived around
out
it.
And like, you know,
yeah, just
places
yeah.
like
you
that.
because it's true. You try to live and like have a good time, and you
Mhm.
can, but it's like weird now because there's like plastic guards between every table.
yeah.
yeah, it's
And you
just-
can't see people fully.
And who's
there's
good? Who
just-
knows
it's
when
just
that's
weird.
gonna go away? Those
Who
plastic
knows?
guards. I think that's gonna kill it for me.
The ones that people go around anyway. They're like,
Yeah, no, I was at Johnny Mac's, this local bar, and
Johnny Max.
it was so weird. All the tables separated. You know, like you guys been there? Have you been there?
I haven't, but I know very much about it.
Tom, you been there? You know where the pizza bar, where you order the pizza and stuff? That whole area shut down. You don't get a ticket for pizza anymore. They come to your table and serve it to you. The tables are separated by 6 feet. There's like plastic guards everywhere. Very weird.
That
I don't go out.
I think.
Yeah,
Yeah, I feel
it's
like
not
that's what I'm
worth
saying.
it.
It's
I feel
different.
like once that goes away, then you can really feel like okay, then that's like really back to normal.
Yeah.
I'm cool with social distancing. I'm very fine with that.
I'm not even gonna get into the vaccine thing
But-
because they're saying that even after the vaccine, we still have to wear masks. But that's a whole nother topic that we can get into.
I don't even want to talk about COVID anymore.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
so done
same.
with COVID.
Again, the CDC said it's going to be an endemic, so it's
Let's end it.
meaning it's going
It's gonna
to
end us.
no, like we're just going to learn to live with it.
Good. I hope we do.
That's how we should have done it from the start, but I guess my opinion doesn't matter.
We should.
I disagree with that.
We should have
to
done
be
a
honest.
lockdown. Tried that.
That's what I
Didn't
think.
work.
And then,
All right.
yeah.
If it doesn't work, then that's it. That's a lockdown.
But you know, apparently to people we did try that though.
Yeah, but it wasn't full lockdown, like we were talking about before.
Right.
Anyway, all right. This has been a great episode, guys. Thanks for the conversation. Thanks for the laughs. Thanks for the crying. But 2021 is gonna be exciting, and I'm excited for all of us. But it's gonna be big things on the podcast too. We're gonna have some interactive episodes. I want to do some stuff. I need people to comment below. All right, this is going on Sales Talk with Sales Pro again because I want to get all of the heat. I want all the smoke from you guys. So comment below, please comment
the
like, suggestions. Give us things to talk about. I want to do an episode where we're all getting massages. And where we're like, our heads are in the table. Our heads are in the table, and we're under. It's a camera from the bottom, and all four of us are talking. I think it'd be hysterical because that's your part-time gig, so we can tie it in and talk about that.
Okay.
I'm
I
not
guess.
doing that.
Well, you're gonna have to. You're gonna have to.
I would never
Well,
do
Matt,
that.
what was the other idea I said for an episode? It was a similar like thing where we're all like.
Oh, my
something's happening.
boyfriend's going to cut everyone's hair.
Yes. that
On the
was idea.
podcast? That's
So the
funny
idea
as
is that
hell.
her boyfriend comes in and we're getting our hair cut while we're doing the podcast. And he goes around the table and gets us all haircuts. How sick would that be? And we could talk about like Ashley and like how they met and stuff. Like we can go into a whole episode about this, like Ashley's backstory.
Is
also.
anyone gonna care
Why
about
would
that?
people care?
This is a
It's the
real
stupidest
estate
thing.
podcast.
It's a real
No,
estate
I just think it'd be
podcast,
funny
but-
to have him cutting your hair while you're on the
Yeah,
show. And we could talk
gotta
about
cool
other
you down.
things.
Okay, everyone, thanks for
Yeah.
coming to view.
Shut up.
and
This is
we
my
will-
show.
We will see you next
I
week.
will listen. I will bring us all down.
Okay.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, we're all going to be on the massage tables. Thank
Well,
you for watching Real Talk.
see you
We'll
next
see you
year.
next week. We'll see you next
yeah.
year. See you in a year.
Have a happy
I'm
New
dad.
Year.
I'm
See
not
ya.
dad jokes.
I'm not a fan of people saying
Dad
that.
jokes.
So,
See you
on that
next
note,
year.
have a good.
See you in a whole year, everybody.
All right, bye.
But thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, comment. Please subscribe. Why are you not subscribing? We got 100. Oh, we didn't talk about that. Thank
Okay.
you guys for 150 views.
Matt, please end the video now.
Thank you guys for 150 views.
And we want to give away this book.
Real quick. Seriously, we got a lot of views last time. 150 views. We should have started out by talking about this. Thank you guys for watching. Keep on watching. Share it with your friends. Let's get to 300 views next time. And we'll see you guys next time. Peace
Bye-bye.
out.
Bye. Happy New Year.